ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 1st chapter from 1st sloka onwards. So I am very happy for coming back and getting association of all of you. So also we were given with the big target. 7 chapters I have to finish. And 1 to 7. We'll discuss in these 5 days, 7 chapters. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure then Prabhu told me to.
No, Prabhu told he will continue his. How much ever you can finish it?
He said also, at least you should finish 6 chapters. He gave condition there, I cannot know. So it's one episode actually. It's one to particularly second chapter, from second chapter to sixth chapter, seventh chapter. So Dakshayagya's destruction of the Dakshayagya. So it's like one episode, and one teacher can cover actually. We'll see actually. But also in some chapters there is not much discussion, particularly first chapter. We can go very quickly, and also we can begin second chapter today. It will be good actually. So continuation, there is continuation of explaining about Visarga. Visarga is started from which chapter onwards? We remember in third canto, from 12th chapter actually. Yes, third canto, 12th chapter, Brahmaji was explaining about Visarga, creation. Sorry. So Brahmaji's creation was explained by the Maitreya, so to Vidura. Vidura asked several questions in third canto, 8th chapter also, and also we have seen in the 7th chapter, several questions he asked. In the 7th chapter, we have seen so many questions he was asking. And particularly Vidura want to know how this creation is happening. Secondary creation. And he wants to know. So then Maitreya explaining about the secondary creation. In the 10th chapter, we have seen sargas and visargas. So, and also 20th chapter also we have seen the Brahmaji, how he was creating the various, third canto 20th chapter. You remember? Third canto 20th chapter. The creation of the Brahmaji. We only discussed, no? I was there. No? So he was creating the various uh, trees, birds, and also reptiles, and yeah, humans. So demigods, prajapatis, different layers of creation we have seen. Even it was zigzag, and but the proper order was mentioned by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in third canto 20th chapter. You might be remembering. So that is the creation. That means whole. If you see in the Bhagavatam, mainly what is going secondary creation. This is the thing is going actually is going on. How Brahmaji has created different species, then from him whoever came, and how they are further continuing the creation. This is the thing. In between, we are going to some stories actually, going and seeing different stories. Like in the third canto, 12th chapter, we have seen Maitreya was explaining about creation done by Brahmaji. Brahmaji created Chatush Kumaras. Brahmaji created also prajapatis, and then after that, Swayambhu Manu was created. Then from this Swayambhu Manu, we have seen he was having so 5 children, 2 boys and 3 girls. So 2 sons and 3 daughters. The 2 sons Uttanapada and Priyavrata, and also 3 daughters. So Akuti, Devahuti and Prasuti. So these 3 daughters. Then after that, Vidura is excited actually. He wants to hear about how this Swayambhu Manu, so further that means did the creation. And he was asking about the Swayambhu Manu's life history because he is a pure devotee. That's why we have seen in the 13th chapter, Swayambhu Manu's story begins there. And Swayambhu Manu was looking for the place to produce progeny and also do ruling of that population. For that he need a place, but that place was not there. That means Earth planet was not in its position. So that's why. So then Varaha appeared, and also we have seen Varaha appearance, and there was a fighting. There was mixing of the two stories. Swayambhu Manu story was going on, but that Swayambhu Manvantara story was being explained. But at that time, he also Maitreya mixed the story of which Manvantara? Chakshas Manvantara. So because of that, so there was story further extended actually. Hiranyaksha was killed by Varaha, and that point was mentioned. Then whole chapters came out 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All these chapters so came in between because of this one point added. Maitreya added this one point in that 13th chapter. Because of that, so many questions, that means so much discussion happened. But actually, originally, what is going on there? So Swayambhu Manu's creation only, Swayambhu Manu, how he created the progeny, and from them what came, and from them what came. This is only going on actually. That's why in the 21st chapter, further Vidura is asking, after the finishing of this Hiranyaksha and Varahalila, so we have seen the 20th chapter continuation of the Brahmaji's creation. And then further, Vidura is asking the 21st chapter of third canto. So yes, Swayambhu Manu you mentioned now. You mentioned Swayambhu Manu has 5 children. Among them, you said so Akuti, Devahuti, and Prasuti. These are the daughters. Now, can you explain? That means you said that further creation happened by these three Pum Maithuna. Through the Maithuna Kriya, for creation happened. But in the case of Brahmaji, the whatever creation he did, he didn't do through the Maithuna Kriya. There is no male and female coming and uniting and producing children. It was not there. But it began from the descendants of Brahmaji. That means the sons and daughters of Brahmaji, they started actually doing the so creating the progeny through the Maithuna Kriya. male and female coming together and producing. This was not there before that. So now Vidra asked actually in 33rd canto, 21st chapter, how this further creation happened through the Maithuna Kriya. And in that particularly he asked about Kardama and Devahuti. Among that 5 children of Swayambhu Manu, particularly he picked up Devahuti and Kardamuni actually. So how they came, because they are, especially why the story went there actually. The reason is they are great yogis. Devahuti also yogini, and Kardamuni is also great yogi. Being yogi, how they did Maithuna Kriya and they produced children, what is this? So how it happened? This was the Vidra's inquisitiveness actually. And such a great yogis, so how they did creation, I want to know. So that's why Devahuti story, Kardama are doing the 10,000 years of meditation, that means tapasya mixed with the bhakti and also other things. That also we discussed. No? Yeah, many chapters. Okay. So there actually then Devahuti and Kardamuni story you have seen. They got married, and then after that Kapila appearance of Kapila Bhagavan and his teachings. Then finally Kapila also left, and Mother Devahuti also got the salvation. Finally she went back to Godhead. Like that, story is over. Devahuti story is over. So now what he is going to ask, you will see. The 4th canto, 1st chapter. Actually, further he is. Vidra wants to know how this creation is happening, secondary creation. So in the 4th canto also we are going to see secondary creation. Similarly in the 5th canto also. Secondary creation is keep on. Visarga is being explained. Maitreya Uvacha Manostu Shatarupayam Tisra Kanyascha Jagnire Akuti Devahutischa Prasuti Riti Visruta. Can anyone read?
Sri Maitreya said Swayambhu Manu begot 3 daughters and his wife, Shatarupa, and their names were Akuti, Devahuti, and Kesini.
Prabhupada is also explaining same thing. Prabhupada took from in his purport, he took from Vishwanath's commentary only, Prabhupada. So that's why we'll just quickly go through that. So Prabhupada is like here, Vishwanath is also paying his obeisances before writing commentary to this 4th canto. So Pranamya Sri Gurum Bhuya Sri Krishnam Karunarnavam Lokhanadam Jagat Chakshuhu Sri Sukum Tamupashtraye. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writing a commentary for whole canto. So that's why Mangalacharana was written. Prabhupada also wrote actually in the purport, we can see Prabhupada also is saying, I pay my obeisances. First of all, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto our spiritual master, Om Vishnu Pada Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, by whose order I am engaged in this Herculean task of writing commentary on the Srimad Bhagavatam as the Bhakti Vedanta purports. It's a Herculean task. Similar, because see, this is a parampara. Here also, Pranamya Sri Gurum Bhuyaha Sri Krishnam Karunarnavam. That means after paying obeisances to Krishna, so who is Karunarnavam, is the ocean of mercy. And also he wants to pay obeisances to Guru, Sri Gurum Lokanatham. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Guru, Lokanath Goswami. And also he is paying obeisances to Sri Sukadeva Goswami. And finally he is saying in the Chaturda Skanda, what are there? Ekatrimshat Adhyaya. 31 chapters are there in this. Visargo yaha kritaha Brahma Manvantaradhyaihi Ishwaragneya. What is the main topic of this canto? Visarga. Like we have 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavad. Atra Sargo Visarga Sthanam Poshanam Votayah Manvantara Ishanukata Nirodha Mukti Rasaya. These are the 10 topics. Out of these 10 topics, this canto is focused on Visarga actually. Visarga Yaha Krutaha. And in this first chapter, we are going to see Manu's descendants, that means Manu's children, particularly girls, that means daughters, Devahuti, Akuti, and Prasuti. So from them who came, that is being discussed. About these sons also is going to ask Uttanapada and Priyavrata. That whole fourth canto and fifth canto is discussion about the descendants of Manu's sons' descendants. And in the first chapter, these daughters' descendants we are going to see. First chapter of fourth canto. Then after that, 6 chapters we are going to see Daksha Yajna Dhvamsaha, destruction of the Daksha's Yajna. 6 chapters. Then after that, 5 chapters we are going to discuss about Durvasa Charitam, Dhruva story for 5 chapters. Then after that, 11 chapters, Pruthumara story, Sri Prutoho Ekadashabhihi. 11 chapters discuss about Pruthumara story. Then after that, finally, 8 chapters. Finally, how many chapters are remaining? 8 chapters. Those chapters will be discussing about Prachetas. And Pracheta's son is Daksha. This Daksha will get once again birth actually as son of Prachetas. And now present Daksha whom we are discussing, he is the son of Brahma actually. So Daksha, because of his curse, so he is going to do further, because of his offense, he is going to do further offenses. We are going to see that also in the coming chapters. अत्र तु प्रथमे अध्याये आकूत्यादि त्रिकान्वये वर्णयन्ते यज्ञदत्त श्रीनारायण यजसत्कथाः. So in the first chapter now we are going to see the descendants of Manu's daughters, Akuti, Prasuti and Devahuti. Okay. Same thing is said in purport also. Fourth canto, what it is going to discuss. 31 chapters are there, Prabhupada is writing here. So, secondary creation. All these chapters describe secondary creation, Visarga, by Brahma and Manus. Next, 3 daughters of Swayambhu Manu and their descendants. Next 6 chapters describe performs Daksha's against, so you can read this. And Prabhupada is writing here. Even Brahmaji having so many prajapatis, about whom Vidura asked about Manu, because Manu especially, Manu's name is especially mentioned first because he was a great devotee of the Lord. That's why devotees, they want to know more and more about devotees. That is the reason actually why Vidura was asking about Manu. Akutim rucaye pradad api bhratrumati nrupa putrika dharmamasritya satarupānumodita.
Akuti had 2 brothers, but in spite of her brothers, King Swayambhu Manu handed her over to Prajapati Ruci on the condition that the son born of her be returned to Manu as his son. This he did in consultation with his wife Saparupa.
Here one new thing might be, so we should know. What is that? Atra. Abhatrukam. There was a Putrika Dharma. There is one Dharma, Putrika Dharma. Putrika Dharma means what? There is a deal actually. What is the deal? I will give my daughter to you, and whoever that means boys, that means sons, her sons should be given to back me. Like that, girl's father will put a deal with the person. This is known as Putrika Dharma. Before marriage itself, they put this deal. Girl's father say, I will give my girl to you, but her child, that means male child, should be given to me. This is known as Putrika Dharma. Generally, it happens when this girl doesn't have brothers, then only it should be done in general. But even she is Bhatrumati. Bhatrumati means, Brata means what? Brother. That means Akuti is having brothers. Who are those? Uttanapada and Priyavrata. But still, actually, Manu put a condition actually to give Akuti to Ruci. Bhatrumati api. Api means even though Akuti is having brothers, that means even though Manu is having sons, but still he is going for Putrika Dharma. That means he is telling to Ruci, I will give my daughter Akuti to you, and what that means from her womb actually whoever comes, then that male child should be given to me. Generally, it is meant for the Abhatrumati. That means when a girl is Abhatrumati, then only this condition. But that is a mantra also is like that only. Like when you do the sankalpa, when you make that means to give this, to do this, there is a mantra will be there. In their mantra, Abhatrumati will be there actually. But here, Jiva Goswami also is saying here, in certain cases, in special cases, Bhatrumati also, that means even she is having the brothers, in that case also one can go for Putrika Dharma. Why? What is the interest actually? Manu's interest? What is the reason? Because from her womb, Lord himself is going to take birth actually. Who is that? Yajna. Yajna Bhagavan is going to come. That's why you want Yajna Bhagavan as his son. So that's why Manu is asking. This girl, my daughter's son should be given to me. He was ambitious to have Supreme Personality of Godhead appear as his son and grandson. Actually, he's a grandson, but he wants him as son also. That's why he's going for this Putrika Dharma. Manu is a lawgiver of mankind, and since he personally executed the Putrika Dharma, he may accept that such a system may be adopted by mankind also. This is also one of the things is to show an example also. So he made dharma, he made the law. Putrika Dharma law he made and he also executed himself. Thus, even though one has a son, if one wants to have a particular son from one's daughter, one may give one's daughter in charity on that condition. That is the opinion of Srila Jiva Goswami. Putrika Dharma should not be applied whether if you have a son, but it is applied in the special cases. Even if one have sons, still he can go for Putrika Dharma in a special cases. Okay. Any questions?
Grandchild is a daughter.
Huh?
Grandchild is a daughter.
No, only for sons. If she girl, that means her daughter is not going to get the sons, then he will not take. No. Only for sons, that is Putrika. Son only he will take. Asyam yo jaite putra same putra bhavet iti. There is actually see. Abhatrukam pradasyami tubhyam kanyam alankrutam asyam yo jayate putraha same putro bhavet iti Bhasha bandhane kanyadanam putrika dharma. That means kanyadan. Whenever we go for kanyadan, so at that time, so girl's father says that this girl is abhatruka. Abhatruka means my girl doesn't have brothers. So my daughter doesn't have brothers. So that's why I'm giving this girl to you, and by decorating her. Tubhyam Kanyam Alankrutam. That means we nicely decorate her, and I am giving this girl to you in a charity. Asyam yo jayite putra. In her, who that means whoever putra, that means whoever the son she gets, Same putra. That son will be her son will be my son. Like that. So girl's daughter put a condition to that the person actually who is going to marry her.
Society don't find. There are many households which have single child. Don't find it in modern society.
Means
Meaning, like, in Andhra we are able to, but today's society we don't hear. So,
it's not, no, it's there actually. In villages also they take. It's there actually. Maybe it's not practiced very well, but it is there. They can, like that, they can take. So this can be, this is not a violation. Grandson can now will become your son, and he will become the owner of your property. Yes.
So that he would get everything.
So he will be, that means someone is there for his descendants. They can perform the rituals and all. Yeah. Yeah.
running this Kardama, when I had went asking my grandfather had written, you will look at them and my father and grandfather were quoting this.
Your father told him. Yes. My father also told me actually. I'm only son, and when I left there, he also told. So I'll give to my daughter's sons all the property. But after that, he changed his mind because my sister's sons are not doing devotion. And I told to him, if you give your property to them, they will do sense gratification. And you'll be getting karma bandhana further, actually. Because if you give to me, then I will utilize everything in Krishna's service. So you think what you want to do. So that you and also that ancestral property also is there, and all will be get some sukriti actually. So your choice is yours. Then he changed his mind, but he gave something to them also already. Yes.
So, one himself creating without fighting. Why is creating something Prajapati so important?
But varieties we need. Na? So that means fathers also we need, mothers also we need. Karma to finish our karma, continue our karma. So many jivas are waiting, and they should become parents to such a children. So that's right. He has to facilitate all jivas as per their karma. If you do everything, then bad child is written as per his karma to a jiva, then there is no chance for him to have a bad child actually. Or good child, whatever. Prajapatis Bhagavan Rucistasyamajijana Mitunam Brahma Varchasvi Paramena Samadhina.
Which was very powerful, Brahmanical qualification, and was appointed one of the progenitor of. He got one son, one daughter by his wife Akuti.
Yes, thank you. Prabhupada writes here. Ruci is a Brahmana, a perfect Brahmana. He is a Prajapati, son of Brahmaji, Ruci. The word Brahma Varchasvi is very significant. Ruci was Brahmana and he executed the Brahmanical duties very rigidly, as stated in Bhagavad Gita. A Brahmanical qualifications are Shama, Dama, Tapa, Saucham, Kshanti, Rajam. This we read in Bhagavad Gita. Same thing Prabhupada is translating into English. Control of the senses, control of the mind, cleanliness within and without, development of spiritual and material knowledge, simplicity, truthfulness, faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Brahmana means he should be having faith in Supreme Personality of Godhead. If a Brahmana doesn't believe Vishnu, he is not a Brahmana actually. This we discussed in 16th chapter, 3rd canto, where it is written, Krishna, that means no, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagatitaya. There we see in Brahmanya Deva. Krishna is Krishna worships Brahmanas. Means there what we should understand, Brahmana means the one who is having faith in Lord. But Brahmana who doesn't have faith in the Lord, he is not a Brahmana at all. So he should be treated as like a dog eater. That means the dog eater's face we don't want to see. Similarly, the Brahmana who doesn't want to believe in the God, Lord Vishnu, so such a Brahmana's face also one should not see. Similarly, the one we don't see the dog eater's face, similarly, his face also should not be seen. So there we can see Brahmana means, but of course, will you say that all the Brahmanas should be the devotees? He may not be a devotee. That means, how many types are there? There are, we can just, I will be giving a, Brahmana means he should believe in the Lord. That means one category is like this. Brahmana believes in the Lord and he does his karma, but he has faith in the Lord. Faith means not a strong faith. He believes in Lord. But while doing any karma, any yajna, so at that time he also chants the Lord's names for the purification of the dravya and so and so. And this kind of Brahmana is known as what? His bhakti is what? Gunibhuta bhakti. His bhakti is Gunibhuta bhakti. And Brahmana who do karma plus bhakti, then he is, but bhakti is main. But here karma is main, but he is taking support of bhakti to do karma. Generally, so those are known as karmis only, but they consider Lord form as transcendental form, and Krishna is transcendental, and he is a supreme personality of Godhead. All the information they accept. He is a supreme devata. So like that, he have the faith, and but what he is karmi, but he is more interested in the fruits of the karma. So that's why he takes support of bhakti to do the karma and get the enjoyment from that. Why he is doing like this? Because he doesn't have any association of pure devotees. That's why he was like that. He is like that. And his bhakti is known as Gunibhuta Bhakti. But Brahmana who does karma and who doesn't believe Krishna is also form is imaginary or otherwise out of Maya, like Advaitins. So Mayavadis, they consider Krishna is also like out of Maya only. And with that respect, Brahmana is worshipping Vishnu and he is paying obeisances, and that person is not known as Brahmana. He is not a Brahmana. And second is, so he is doing karma but bhakti, but karma is not so prominent for him. Bhakti is only main. And then he is known as, so Pradhani, his bhakti is Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. And Brahmana who, then he is known as now, and one more, actually, one who does only bhakti, but which is, even if he does the karma, that is anavrita karma. That means that is not going to, that means that is not going to cover this bhakti. This karma is not covering the bhakti. Even the third possibility is Brahmana is doing bhakti, but he is not, and also doing karma. From majorly is only bhakti, but no, exclusively doing bhakti, but he is doing karma also, but this karma is not covering this bhakti. Not covering this bhakti means what? Only to set an example to the society is doing karma, but he never think that this karma is a supporter or is needed to do my bhakti. Such a conception is not there. So then it is known as so Suddha Bhakta actually. So in these two cases, Brahmana is known as Vaishnava. And he is Guni Bhuta. That means this is a Karmi actually. He is. And who doesn't believe Lord at all? So they are all dog eaters. Like dog eaters. This is the analysis. They eat, huh? Yes. No also.
Korea. Korea.
All dogs. They are mixing dogs also in our ghee. Catching all dogs in villages. In villages, generally, dog catchers, they come and they took all the dogs and they, after that, what they do? They kill it and they mix that flesh, bones to make ghee. Hmm? No, dog eat means is the lowest actually. Even the Kshatriyas, they eat other animals after hunting. But eating dog is the lowest actually. Dog eater means, even the flesh eaters actually, dog eater is lowest. So as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Brahminical qualification. So next, one who is born of a Brahmana father but doesn't act as Brahmana is called in Vedic language Brahma Bandhu, and is calculated to be on the level of Sudra and woman. This restriction is based not upon any sectarian distinction but upon qualification. So Prabhupada is mentioning in this purport. This Krishna conscious movement is also actually to reorganize these anomalies, social anomalies are there, unwanted things. This movement is really a revolutionary movement. Because till now, if we see, now also we are seeing, there are Brahmanas who are taking birth in Brahminical family. So Brahmana family, they are very proud, I am Brahmana. And actually they don't have any qualities of that. But this is not the system actually given by the Shastra. Brahmana should be considered then only if he has qualities. Actually, anyway, I don't want to say that. Someone is asking actually in ILS, in the GBC actually, this recent ILS program. What the question is, we are seeing in many cases, Brahmana sons are Brahmanas, Kshatriya sons are Kshatriyas. So actually, by birth only, we are seeing in India also now also going on. And according to their karma, they are doing their own different karmas. Then what is the need of, once again, that means assessing you are Brahmana, you are Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. Prabhupada movement also is one of the mission of Srila Prabhupada is reorganizing the society and introducing the Varnashrama Dharma. So, but some are saying that, what they are saying, already people, they are doing according to their karma. Chaturvarna Maya system guna karma. According to their karma, they are doing the different karma. So that means already Varnashram is there. And what is the use of Varnashram Dharma? And also we are seeing the Brahmana sons are Brahmana, Kshatriya sons are Kshatriyas. Even if you see the Pandavas and also Kauravas, and many examples are there. What is this Varnashram Dharma and introducing, this is that, this, that? Why there is so much hangama actually? This is a question of one devotee actually. Your understanding question? Yes. But actually, here you see, what is needed actually, what task is given to our movement, what our acharyas are wanted. So, of course, so-called Varnashram system is there in the society, but that is not in a proper situation actually. In a proper condition, it is not there. Here the main problem is, people are not divided based upon the guna and karma. So his argument is what? According to the karma, they are doing the different, that means different activities, then already Varnashram is there. But here the point is, they are doing their karma according to their, that means quality, and according to their karma, they are doing some activity, and that's why they are already Varnashram, his point. But actually here, what is missing, What is missing?
Aiming towards
Huh?
aiming towards attaining the Lord.
That is okay. Another? Varnashram wise also, if you think.
Rules are not followed properly.
Rules are not followed.
In this logic,
Hmm.
Ramana's son may say, my karma is Kshatriya, I will do that. I will still follow it.
Yeah.
The classification is either based on Janma or later on changed based on.
Yes.
Not any system.
Yes. So here the main problem is, in the society, his point is what? According to karma, they are doing different activities. That's why in sloka also, Chaturvarna Mayashram Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Based upon karma, they are having the varna. So now they are having their own karma, and they are having the different varnas. That's all. It's a varnashram system, he is saying. And there is no need to do any kind of special endeavor to introduce varnashram system. That is his point actually. Because already varnashram means guna karma vibhagasha. So as per their karma, they are doing the different karmas. What is the point of here? The main point is, they are changing their karma as per the artha, as for the comfortability.
Artha karma.
It is not that. So his point is broken actually. Bhagavad Gita, what it is saying, and also what is matra sparshasthu kaunteya sitoshna sakadakkada agama payano tan titikshasva bharata. So here, once your karma is given to you, and you have to rigidly follow that, even there is a loss, or even there is a profit, even there is a pain, or even pleasure. That is a basic teaching of Bhagavad Gita. This is, yes or no? Bhagavad Gita's basic teaching is how to uplift the consciousness of the people. So holy name, definitely everyone should take shelter, but everyone is not ready to take exclusive shelter of the holy name immediately. So that's it, to raise the consciousness of the society. What is mandatory? So whatever their karma they are doing, that they should do rigidly, that only. And so even there is a pain or pleasure, they should do that karma, and result whatever is coming from that karma, they should offer that to the Lord with love. So that what is happening? Two-way process. This holy name also, they are, as much as they get the shelter of the pure devotees, and they take more and more association of pure devotees, their faith will increase, and they will be getting the ability to do more and more sadhana. But meanwhile, what is also necessary? They should not be allowed to affected by artha. If you allow them to get affected by artha, what is going to happen? So they'll be in the most of the time in the mode of passion actually. Then what will happen? Even they get the association, they are not able to take the full benefit of it. Benefit of that. They keep on changing. This work is more beneficial, more convenient, more easy. Then consciousness will not raise actually. This is a problem. And another thing is, as per his argument, what he is saying that already karma they are doing, but they are not doing the prescribed karma. As per Shastra, whatever karma is said, that they are not doing. We should do prescribed karma, and also it should be maintained out of the pain or pleasure, it should be continued. Then the consciousness of the individual will rise. Otherwise, society will fall down day by day, day by day, day by day, which is happening also.
Then Prabhupada says for devotee he can do anything, like devotee is not beyond Varnashraman.
when they got the fully surrendered to the Lord, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Krishna is saying that if you are going to surrender to me fully, then you are eligible to leave your dharmas, and then I am going to take care of the reactions of that.
That is only for full-time devotees.
Yeah, that's only for the full surrendered devotees. That means, see, it's very simple logic. Whether either you should surrender to the Lord, or otherwise you are still in the material consciousness, you should be regulated.
So
and
all devotees in Iskcon are surrendered to the Lord.
No. The qualification of surrender is this: anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjana. Demand is very heavy. So the all 6 characteristics of Sharanagati are really very deep actually. One should be, that means those standards, if we discuss the full surrender devotees characteristics, if we discuss, we cannot match even the 1% also actually, truly speaking. So the way the pure devotees we see in the Bhagavatam, their consciousness, so and that level of consciousness we don't have actually. So that is because of that gray area what is happening. So we are claiming, we are taking the privileges of the pure devotee and doing but still actually we are in the not in that level, and that's why we are bypassing many things. So that what is happening, the regulation is not there in the people's life, and that's why there are so many problems. If you are not fully surrendered to the Lord, that means Durvasa. That's why the Anyabila, pure devotion, Anyabilasha Sunyam, the qualification to do that is Durvasa and full surrender. That is the beginning of the bhakti. Before that, so the people, that means you are not fully surrendered to the Krishna, means you are still having the some kind of, so that means effect of the Maya. So in that case, when you are fully surrendered to the Krishna, then only Krishna is going to take charge. Then only he says that I will remove the karma. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshesha. Otherwise what? Otherwise you have to ye yathamam prapadyante tam stadaiva bhajami. So that means otherwise we have to regulate our karma. So that he will be in the mode of goodness at least, and he can take the advantage of hearing the Krishna Katha and developing the strong faith on the Lord and to become qualified to do the pure devotion. That gap should not be missing actually. If we miss this gap, then there will be a problem. Our society will become Sahajiya society very soon. On the name of devotion, we can do anything and everything. And we cannot differentiate what is right and wrong because we are not, for this area, which is not fully surrendered area, we are not having the proper regulation. Then what they will do? On the name of bhakti, they can do everything. Then the problem will start actually. That happened also before Bhakti Vinod Thakur. That's why he want to bring the system actually. Bring the system and make the people in a regulated way. That's why 1910 letter we are seeing. So Saraswati, you have to, where is this? You remember that letter? Many times it was shared also. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur is writing a letter to Bhakti Siddhanta. So, anyway, I will show that. I think this one. People of this world who are proud of their own aristocratic birth cannot attain real aristocracy. Therefore, they attack the pure Vaishnavas saying they have taken birth in low class families because of their sins. What was happening at the Bhaktivinoda Thakur time? As per Shastra, whoever is who are taking shelter of the holy name and do the devotion, they are Vaishnavas, and they are the highest species in this entire creation, and they should be given the highest respect. But what was happening in the society? Some people who are taking birth in so-called aristocratic family, they are calling themselves as aristocratic, and we are real aristocratic people like that, and they are disrespecting, they are offending the Vaishnavas. This was there actually, but that means caste birth-based caste system was there. This was really a very big problem. Thus, they commit offenses. The solution to that problem is to establish the order of Daiva Varnashrama Dharma. Something you have started doing, you should know that to be the real service to the Vaishnavas. This is the real service. Vaishnavas will be respected actually. This is the drawback in the society. That means caste, even you, a Vaishnava, if you take the shelter of, if you take holy name, Dijatva will come automatically. That is the science. What is the devotional science? Devotional principles are what? If any Jivatma comes to holy name and take shelter of the holy name, he is the highest qualified species. And he has to be respected very heavily. And that kind of system should be there. And Dijatvam, Sadhyo Savanaya Kalpite, recently also, 33rd chapter of the 3rd canto, we have seen. So they are immediately becoming qualified to become a Brahmana actually. If you give the train, but they cannot take up the Brahminical activities immediately, but after training, they can take up. So that is a science actually, not the by birth. So by birth, one cannot become a Brahmana. By the quality. And that too, quality, how, if they take the holy name, then automatically, like even you can see in the Haribhakti Vilas also, Sanatana Goswami writes, like gold, if you want to make into some iron into the gold, some plants juice, if you mix it, then it will become gold actually. Similarly, if Jivatma takes the holy name, immediately Dijattum comes there actually. So that's based upon this principle. So and also principle of Chaturvana Maya system Gunakarma Vibhaksha. Based upon this, so Bhakti Siddhanta wanted to organize the society actually. Organizing society is also very important. So that offenses towards the Vaishnava should not happen. So because pure devotional conclusions are not being preached, all kinds of superstition and bad concepts are being called devotion by such pseudo sampradayas as Sahaja and Atibari. Pure devotion also is not understood properly. People who are still dependent on the karma and doing the karma and taking help of karma to do devotion, such a consciousness is there, still they are considering themselves as pure devotees. This problem also was there at that time. This is also once again coming here actually. Is another problem. Then what will happen? So we are not fully surrendered to the Lord and we are dependent on karma. Our consciousness, that means your love towards the Lord is covered by what? Love for the family, love for the children, love for the wife, love for the husband. This is not going to work. This is not pure devotion. In your heart, your love towards the Krishna is covered with any of this. Then that is not pure devotion at all. That is a Gnana Karma Avrita Bhakti, Avrita Krishna Anusaya. That's the principles of pure devotion is very, very important actually. It's very, very, very subtle. Very subtle, and we have to refine our consciousness. वो भी चलेगा ये भी चलेगा वो that is only for initial stage. We don't reject that, but that is for initial stage. But we should bring everyone to the platform of pure devotion. That means full surrender to the Lord, complete. That means in his heart, sarvatmana. That means with full heart he should do the devotion to the Lord. Then full surrender to the Lord. Then how to know that full surrender devotee's characteristics? That is said in the Bhagavatam. That's today also we are in the Namamrita we are seeing. Regularly discussing Bhagavatam and constant chanting. Constant chanting should be there. Full surrender means constant chanting. 24 hours. This should be there. Not for the 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Because when we realize we ourselves as servant of the Lord, and that is clearly we are believing fully, then the next instant we should be acting on that. We are doing the constant chanting. So to preach, you might be doing the various activities, but constant chanting should go on. Constant, that means direct devotional service will go on. So that's why here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wanted this kind of Varnashram system. Prabhupada also again and again emphasizing actually. So the only point is, unless one doesn't surrender fully to the Lord, so he has the faith on the Lord, but that is not full faith. So in that case, his other portion of his life has to be regulated. That is the main funda. Next. Yastayo purusha sakshat Vishnur yajnaswarupadruk Yastri sa dakshina bhute amsha bhutanapayini.
Of the two children born of Akuti, the male child was directly an incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his name was Yajna, which is another name of Lord Vishnu. The female child was a partial incarnation of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, the eternal consort of Lord Vishnu.
Two children. Akuti gave birth to two children. One is Yajna and another is Dakshina. Male Yajna. Dakshina means Lakshmi only. The female child was partial incarnation of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. Next.
So how brother and sister?
Even you can see Ritu Maharaja case also, we can see Satarupa and Swayambhu Manu both came from Brahman. They are going to get married. They got married.
So that rules what applies here will not apply.
For Manavas only, Manu's descendants. They are all prajapatis. Came from Brahmaji, and they came from directly from prajapatis. For them, this, and even for the demigods also, this Manava Dharma, Manusmriti will not work. So, like,
So they cannot be born as brothers and sisters. That's what he is explaining.
Manava Dharma was for Manu's descendants only. Manu wrote and the ending of his life, we have seen in that 21st chapter. For other further Manavas, how they should conduct their family, their relations and their marriage and so on. So he gave a law book, and for descendants of Manu, whatever we see, that is for Manavas. This Manu Dharma is for the Manavas, descendants of Manus. But they are higher species. Even they are far, far superior to the demigods also, Prajapatis. So that's why there is no rules and regulations like this.
Different rules.
Yeah, they have different rules and regulations. Even Devatas also have different rules and regulations. Aninye swagruham putya putram vitataroshisham swayambhuvo muda yukto rucir jagraha dakshinam.
Swayambhu Manu very gladly brought home a beautiful boy named Yajna, and Ruci, his son-in-law. He had with him the daughter Dakshina.
Yeah.
So this is Manu's descendants only, no? Manu Dharma should look at.
Ruci is not descendant of Manu. So that is the early stages, and we can see, yeah. Further, actually, Manu, after seeing the various disturbances, then he writes the Samhita, actually, Manu Samhita. For upcoming humans, he wrote. But in the early beginning, it's not like that. Swayambhu Manu was very glad to see that his daughter Akuti had given birth to both a boy and a girl. He was afraid that he would take one son and that because of this his son-in-law Ruci might be sorry. If there is only one boy, then it's not good, na, actually. But luckily, boy and girl. So that's why Ruci is having girl, and Manu easily, happily brought Yajna to his house.
What happens to Ruchi's meaning or accomplishments?
Ruci,
There's no son for him to do, right?
yeah. After that, no sons. Akuti finishes. Then Devahuti begins.
But he's not concerned that he's not to
No.
Sharaka and all.
No. Actually, Manu is doing this because Putrika Dharma he wants to establish in the society to set an example. They are about to Pitru Devatas. These are all prajapatis. If our activities are not devoted with the desire, here you can see. So, what he is saying, Yajnartha Karmanha. Yajna Bhagavan story is going, na, actually. So, that's why here Prabhupada is writing. Therefore, it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, Yajnarthat Karmana. One should act, but one should perform one's prescribed duties only for the sake of Yajna or Vishnu. Yajna means Vishnu. So here another name for Vishnu is Yajna. And all the activities, if one doesn't act for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or if one doesn't perform devotional service, then there will be reactions to all one's activities. It doesn't matter if the reaction is good or bad. If our activities are not devoted with the desire of the Supreme Lord, or if we don't act in Krishna consciousness, then we shall be responsible for the results of our activities. That's why Vedic society means we have a regular diagram, you all remember. So here the people, karmis means they do prescribed duties as per Shastra, but only the problem is what with them? They work for the dharma, artha, and kama. Whatever the dharma they do, they get the results of that. Here is karmis also many types. As per Bhagavad Gita, how many types? You can see karmis. They are doing their karma and not giving the result of that karma to the even devatas also. Then they are the lowest karmis. They are the thieves. And the karmis, they do their karma, and the result of their karma, if they offer to the demigods, then there is at least some consciousness, higher consciousness they have. Because at least they are respecting the higher species, and so they are not becoming thieves. So, but that is also not real intelligence. That is not real intelligence. But some karmis, they want more and more benefits. So that's why more and more best results they want for their karma. Whatever their karma they do, that result they offer to the Vishnu. Compared to, instead of giving to Devatas, they are giving to the Vishnu. They are offering to the Vishnu. Then they are better karmis than these karmis who are offering to the demigods. So that means consciousness level is raised, but the problem is now they are offering their karma to the Vishnu. Can you say they are devotees? No, because the reason behind that is what? They want to get more and more material benefits. From the Vishnu, they can get more. That is their understanding, and that's why they are doing. So there are three types of karmis are there. But when they come in contact with either jnanis, if they come in contact with the jnanis, then what will happen? They are doing their dharma, their karma, and the result of their karma, they are offering to the Lord. Here offering also is many types. With the mood, what kind of mood you are offering? You are offering that result of karma with the detachment. I want to get rid of this result. With that mood, if you give, then that is, that is known as Nishkam Karma Yoga. And if you give if karmi come in contact with the bhaktas, devotees, and if they give the result of their karma to the Lord with love, these people will give with love because their goal is what? Their goal is developing love. So that's why now also their goal is not getting detachment from the results of karma. Because they come in contact with the devotees, what they say, devotees, liberation is not main focus. Our main focus is pleasing the Lord. So that's why here we should offer the result of our karma to the Lord to love Him actually. So these people are offering the result of karma to the Lord. Devotile, actually here devotile means, here Prabhupada is writing, but understand devotile is also many types. Karma is also devotiling or not? But what is the reason behind that? More material benefit. That is the Sakama Aropa Siddha Bhakti. That is known as Sakama Aropa Siddha Bhakti. And Nishkama Karma Yogi is also devotiling the result of their karma. This is what? This is Kaivalya Kama Aropa Siddha Bhakti. And devotees also devotiling the results of their karma to the Lord. This is what? Bhakti Matra Kama Aropa Siddha Bhakti. That means my point is here, don't think that that means devotile means only anyway they are given to the Lord then gone. That means that is a devotion. No, there are also different grades are there. Sakama, Kaivalya Kama and Bhakti Matra Kama. Is there any other possibility?
Yoga essence.
That's Kaivalya Kama. It will fall on either of these. Either, yeah. So how the change, that means devotile, in devotiling the results of karma, there is a change. What is the cause for this change? In the people there with the different reasons, they are offering the result of their karma. So how that difference is coming? The reason is association. Only the association. So that's why here, if our activities are not devoted with the desire of Supreme Lord, or if we don't act in Krishna consciousness, then we shall be responsible for the results of all our activities. This sentence is having the many different views actually. There is always a reaction to every kind of action. But if actions are performed for yajna, there is no reaction. From very beginning, one should try to act in Krishna consciousness. That will free one from the reactions of material activities. So that's why the Vedic principles is what everyone should do their karma and offer to the Lord. Offer to the Lord. Here also one more grade will come actually here. They will be offering to the Lord their results of their karma, but they don't have understanding that this karma should be completely left over and only do the exclusively devotion and exclusively take shelter. So such a concept they don't have. They keep on doing the karma and offering, and at one time, as per the Varnashrama rules, they will be leaving their karma also. Only for the Varnashrama sake, they leave the karma. And they do worship of Vishnu. So such a people are not called as pure devotees. They will be getting the Salokya Mukti and Sarupya and Sarushti. This kind of muktis they get. Because of they have no association of pure devotees. My only expression interest is here. We should see the subtle differences. Don't mix up everything actually. While reading also Bhagavad Gita, also commentaries, purports, don't mix up everything and okay, everything like they're worshipping Vishnu, okay, Krishna, and devotees, pure devotees. That should not be actually. There should be clarity. That means the subtle differences are there. Tam kamayana, tam kamayanam Bhagavan, uaha yajusham pati, tuštayam tesham panno, janayat dvadashatmajan. The Lord of ritualistic performance of Yajna later married Dakshina, who was anxious to have the personality of Godhead as her husband. And in this wife, the Lord was also very much pleased to beget 12 children. After marriage, he got 12 children. Prabhupada is writing a purport. An ideal husband and wife are generally called Lakshmi Narayana to compare them to the Lord and the goddess of fortune. लक्ष्मी नारायण की जैसे है ऐसा बोलते हैं. Ideal husband and wife are generally called Lakshmi Narayana. For it is significant that Lakshmi Narayana are forever happy as husband and wife. They are the ideal husband and wife. A wife should always remain satisfied with her husband, and a husband should always remain satisfied with his wife. This is missing actually in the society. Husband and wife both should be so satisfied. In the Chanakya sloka, the moral instructions of Chanakya Pandit, it is said that if husband and wife are always satisfied with one another, then goddess of fortune automatically comes. In the family life, if husband and wife all the time they fight, there will be no goddess of fortune. There is no wealth in that family. Then there will be daridrata will be there. There is no goddess of fortune means poverty. In other words, where there is no disagreement between husband and wife, all material opulence is present and good children are born. This is not Arthavada. Don't think it is Arthavada. Arthavada means exaggeration. No, it's a truth. If husband and wife are happy and they are satisfied, whatever I got, and I am just happy with that. With that mood, if husband and wife continue their family life, there will be lot of, that means opulence will be there. They will be happy. And their children also will be happy. Generally, according to Vedic civilization, the wife is trained to be satisfied in all conditions. And the husband, according to Vedic instructions, is required to please the wife with sufficient food, ornaments, and clothing. Girl, that means once she married means that's all. She'll never look back, that means, and she never compare with the others. Oh, my husband is like this, and but her husband is like that. And I'm not getting this from my husband, and she's getting that from her husband. She will never complain like that. No. That means she is trained from the beginning. Pati means like a Lord. And whatever he give, I'm happy with that. My husband give only one sari in a year, I'm happy with that. Only one sabji every day, okay, I'm happy with that. This was every father and mother should give training, this kind of training to their children, to their daughters. And they should be taught actually. We are missing our culture. And we are all the time, that means we are going behind the Western culture. We are trying to make our children, our daughters equal to the boys. And we are all giving this kind of training, and you are spoiling their life. Going against the Prabhupada's teachings, against the Dharma. Then it is very, very problematic actually. That is not the Krishna conscious family actually. No. So, and the husband, according to Vedic instructions, is required to please, and also husband duty is he has to work hard and earn money and satisfy whatever the needs are there for the wife. Sufficient food, ornaments. Ornaments also they should give. This one will be very like for Mataji's wedding. They will become so happy. Prabhuji is good actually. Ornaments also promoting. Ornaments and clothing. As per his not like Kardama Muni. Kardama Muni created a great mansion actually like that. My husband is not like Kardama Muni. Only proper instructions will work for only Kardama Muni. Such a case only it will work. No. Even husband is not like Kardama Muni, he is earning only little bit. Wife should be happy with that. So, and also Krishna conscious family means you should not accept more and more wealth. No. Keep your earnings simple. And so that You can atyahara prayasascha, prajalpo niyamagra janasangascha laulyanja shadbir bhaktir vinushyati. Bhakti will be definitely destroyed. If you look for the more and more wealth, more business, and I will give, you may think that if I earn more wealth, then I can become more easily, I can do Krishna consciousness. Maya will trap so many ways actually. Maya is so powerful. And it will make you that, yeah, these are all nothing but bhakti. But if you don't study Srimad Bhagavatam and if you don't read Srila Prabhupada's purports very thoroughly with the proper mindset, and you should not read the purports with the biased mindset, no. With proper mindset, if you read, then you'll understand what is Maya and what is Krishna consciousness. So, then if they are satisfied with their mutual dealing, good children are born. In this way, the entire world can become peaceful, but unfortunately, in this age of Kali, there are no ideal husband and wives. Therefore, unwanted children are produced, and there is no peace and prosperity in the present day world. All the burden is coming on us because of that. Means if husband and wife are not happy with each other, then there will be no peaceful children. And if that, then we have to preach, and not a big problem or not. In ashrams, they will be troubling us like anything. The whole burden will come on who? On the teachers. To train them, to make them, to correct them. It will become very difficult. Good children, good parents will lead to a good society actually. Like teachers and also parents. Both should go hand in hand. So nicely they should produce the children and also these people nicely train. Then the good society will be formed. It's a cooperation. तोषः प्रतोषः सन्तोषो भद्रः शान्तिर्दिस्पतिः इद्मः कविर्विभुः स्वप्ना सुदेवो रोचनो द्विषट्. The 12 boys born of Yajna and Daksina were named Tosha, Pratosha, Santosha, Bhadra, Shanti, Vidaspati, Idma, Kavi, Vibhu, Swahna, Sudeva, and Rocha. 12. तुषिता नाम ते देवा आसन स्वायंभुवांतरे मरीचि मिश्रा ऋषयो यज्ञ सुरगणेश्वरः. During the time of Swayambhu Manu, these sons all became the demigods collectively named the Sushitas. Marichi became the head of the 7 rishis and Yajna became the king of the demigods. Every Manvantara, there are 6 items. Yes? Prabhupada is writing, you can see. Also, it will be seen in the 8th canto also. Manus, every Manvantara, Manu will be changing. Manu Putras will change. Devatas will change. The in charge, the Indra will change. That's the in charge of Devatas. And Saptarshis will change. And also Avatara. These 6 things will change in every Manvantara. So, in the first Manvantara, Swayambhu Manvantara, Manu is Swayambhu Manu. And who are the Devatas? Tushitas. Indra, Yajna's sons are the Devatas, and Yajna himself is Indra. Lord himself is Indra now, at that time. And Manuputras, and Saptarshis. And also, Yajna is only the avatar also. In that Manvantara, first Manvantara, Swayambhu Manvantara. He is only the avatar. Next. Priyavrata Manuputro Mahojaso Tatputra Pautra Nraptrunam Anuvrittam Tadantaram. Swayambhu Manu's 2 sons, Priyavrata and Uttanapada, became very powerful kings, and their sons and grandsons spread all over the 3 worlds during the period. Devahuti Dattatreya Kardamatmajam Manu Tatsambandhi Srutaprayam Bhavata Gadato Mama. My dear son, Swayambhu Manu handed over his very dear daughter Devahuti to Kardamani. I have already spoken to you about them, and you have heard about them almost in full. That means first he told about Akuti. Then after that, two sons, they are having so many sons and grandsons. Now he's telling about Devahuti. And also he told already about Devahuti. Dakshaya Brahmaputraya Prasutim Bhagavan Manu Prayachat Yatkruta Sargas Trilokyam Vitato Mahan. Swayambhu Manu handed over his daughter Prasuti to the son of Brahma named Daksha, who was also one of the progenitors of the living entities. The descendants of Daksha are spread throughout the three worlds. Yah Kardama Sutta Prokta Nava Brahmarshi Patnayah Tasam Prasuti Prasavam Prochamanam Nibodami. You have already been informed about the 9 daughters of Kardamuni who were handed over to 9 different sages. I shall now describe the descendants of these 9 daughters. Please hear from me. Actually, in your book, in the ending, there is a chart. Is there? Is there? In the 4th canto? Yes, no problem. Yeah. There you can see everything, the descendants. Yes. Very easy to follow also. There is a map is there. The daughters. Yeah. Kardama and Devahuti, they were having the 9 daughters. And their 9 daughters were married. Now we have seen the marriage also. Yes? Yes or no? In that marriage, Brahmacharis, Narada Muni and Kumaras and Brahmaji, they left. After that, they got married. In which chapter? Which chapter we have seen? सब भूल गए ब्रह्म में लीन हो गए सब कुछ मैरिज कब की है हम लोग याद नहीं 24th chapter. After Kapila's birth, at that time Kardamuni also arranged marriage. Brahmaji came with his sons. Na? When Kapila took birth, Brahmaji came with all of his sons. So at that time, marriage was also arranged. Kardama gave one daughter to one rishi, one prajapati. And Brahmaji and Kumaras and Narada, they left and marriage was done. And then after that, Kardama also speak with Kapila. And then after he also left to the forest. So those rishis we have seen Marici, Atri, Vasistha. Now we are going to see again there. Now in detail we are going to see. There also we have seen which daughter married to which rishi. Now we are going to see their children in this chapter. First, Patni Marichestu Kala Sushuve Kardamatmaja Kashyapam Purnimanam Cha Yayora Jagat. Kardamuni's daughter Kala, who was married to Marichi, gave birth to 2 children, whose names were Kashyapa and Purnima. Their descendants are spread all over the world. Purnimasu tavirajam visvagam cha parantapa devakulyam hare pada sauchadya bhutsaridiva. My dear Vidura, of the 2 sons, Kashyapa and Purnima begot 3 children, namely Viraja, Visvaga and Devakulya. Of these 3, Devakulya was the water which washed the lotus feet of personality of Godhead and which later on transformed into Ganges of the heavenly planets. Of the 2 sons, Kashyapa and Purnima, here in Purnima's descendants are described. An elaborate description of these descendants will be given in the 6th canto. It is also understood herein that Devakulya is the presiding deity of the river Ganges, which comes down from the heavenly planet to this planet and is accepted to be sanctified because it is touched the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kashyapa's descendants Diti and Aditi, we have seen once already in the Chaksha Manvantara actually, we can see So Kashyapa is marrying Diti and Aditi and producing the Daityas and those and also demigods. Those we will be discussing in the further cantos. Viraja? No. Virajam is, I think, different. Not that Viraja and river. I don't know much story of this. Viraja is outside to the planet.
It's mentioned from heavenly planets.
Yes. Ganga flows in heavenly planet also.
From there, she is there. Beyond that,
Yeah.
Vamana's feet was
From that is from the top of the touching the shell of the Brahmanda. From there, it comes to the Brahmaloka, that is Satyaloka. From there to so down further, all the higher planets, that is Tapoloka, all these lokas, and it comes to Swarga, and also in between there is a Kailash also is there, local Kailash. So there also it goes, and then finally it comes to the earth, falls under the Sumeru. Then after falling on Sumeru, it will divide into four. Then once again it will go and it will go to the down also. Alakananda actually goes to the down and lower planets also it will go.
But that is not the Devakulya.
No. In the every different name is given in the different places and differently in charge.
So this is from heavenly
planets. Yes. Seventh Manvantara. Vamandev appeared in the sixth Manvantara. Sorry. Sixth. Vamandev is the deity for seventh Manvantara, but appeared in the sixth Manvantara with the fighting. Bali Maharaj. So
the avatar of a particular Manvantara is the one.
But he is considered for the seventh Manvantara in the eighth canto it is there. But he appeared in the, like you can see in the sixth Manvantara story. At the time, Bali Maharaj fighting with the Devatas, and then all the Devatas became homeless, and Aditi is praying. Priyavrata she does, and then Vamandev appeared. This all happened in the sixth Manvantara. Seventh Manvantara begins with the ninth canto. And Vamandev is deity for this Manvantara.
Sixth Manvantara somebody else.
Sixth Manvantara, Ajita Vishnu. Actually, he only became Kashyapa also. Kashyapa Avtara, and also to hold the churning ocean. So all those. And Dhanvantara, and also Mohini, all come from the Ajita. Ajita Bhagavan is the Manvantara Avtara for the sixth Manvantara. And Vamandev appeared, of course, but he is the our Vishnu Avtara for the seventh Manvantara. Yeah, it is there eternally actually. This Leelas repeats.
It flows on the sun.
Yes. Everywhere. Okay. Atrehe Patnyanasuya Trijagне Suyasha Sutan Datta Durvasa Samsomam Atmesha Brahma Sambhavan. Anasuya, the wife of Atri Muni, gave birth to three very famous sons, Soma, Dattatreya, and Durvasa, who were partial representations of Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, and Lord Brahma. Soma was a partial representation of Lord Brahma, Dattatreya was a partial representation of Lord Vishnu, and Durvasa was a partial representation of Lord Shiva. So, second daughter actually, Anasuya, second daughter of Kardama Muni, and Devahuti. Devahuti is grandmother for all these sages. Her what is that? Not mother-in-law for all of these sages, these prajapatis. She only gave to everyone one daughter, Kardama Muni and Devahuti. And Anasuya is second daughter of Kardama, and she married to Atri. and they gave birth to 3 children, Durvasa, Soma, and Dattatreya. Here Prabhupada writes, here the important word, one word is Atmesha Brahma Sambhava. Atma, Isha, and Brahma. 3. Atma, Isha, Brahma Sambhava. Durvasa, Datta, Durvasa, and Soma respectively came from Atma. Atma. That means here Vishnu is not said. What is said? Atma is said. This is the word actually. Significant word. Acharyas also emphasized. Why Vishnu is called as Atma? That means this word Atma given to the Vishnu only, that is making he is different from the Brahma and Shiva. Isha means here Shiva and Brahma is Brahmaji. So Atma, Isha, Brahma, that means Vishnu, Shiva and Brahma. Vishnu is here given with the word Atma, then Prabhupada is writing here. We should see. Another meaning of the Atma meaning is what? What is the meaning of Atma? So the super soul, Vishnu, is a seed giving father. We will come from the beginning. In this verse, that we find the words Atma Isha Brahma Sambhavan. Atma means the super soul or Vishnu. Isha means Lord Shiva, and Brahma means the four-headed Lord Brahma. The 3 sons born of Anasuya, Dattatreya, Durvasa, and Soma were born as partial representation of these 3 demigods. Atma is not in the category of the demigods or living entities because he is Vishnu. Therefore, he is described as Vibhinnamsha Bhutan. The super soul, Vishnu, is the seed-giving father of all living entities, including Brahma and Lord Shiva. Another meaning of the word Atma may be accepted in this way. The principle who is super soul in every Atma or one may say the soul of everyone become manifested as Dattatreya. So Atma means super soul. So only Vishnu is a super soul, not the others. Atma means Acharya Atma Vishnu Tadadyamsha Bhutan. Atma means Vishnu. Swamshas and Vibhinnamshas. So Swamshas. What is the difference between Swamsha and Vibhinnamsha?
Personal expansion and separated.
Yeah. That means Sakshat Parabrahmatvam is there in Swamsha. Sakshat Parabrahmatvam is not there in Vibhinnamsha. That is the difference. Parabrahmatvam. That means supremeness. Supremeness directly is there in the Swamshas. And supremeness, that means Sakshat Parabrahmat, means direct supremeness is not there in the Vibhinnamshas. This is the major difference. Of course, both are Chinmaya only, transcendental and also blissful and also Sat, eternal. But still, what is the difference? Sakshat Parabrahmatvam is not there. What about the Shiva? Shiva is a little bit different actually. Nowadays, so much debate is also going on. So, so Shiva is not Vibhinnamsha. Also, there is no Sakshat Parabrahmat in that. It's a different category actually. He is Ishvara only, but he is what? Maya Sparsha Sahita actually. Maya can influence that Chinmaya Tattva. He is also Satchid Ananda only. But only the problem is, it is influenced by the Maya. Maya can touch. Bhinnamshas, Vibhinnamshas, from which Purana it is discussed? It is from Varaha Purana. So, Jivatmas are Vibhinnamshas, these are all said in the Varaha Purana. A lot of discussion is said, it is done in the Bhagavad Sandarbha and also in Paramatma Sandarbha. If you have time, you can see. Next, pure Krishna consciousness, however, is the birthright of all living entities, because every living entity is part and parcel of Supreme Lord. So this Vibhinnamshas, where there is no Sakshat Parabrahmatvam, is not there. So they are having the right to become Krishna conscious. But you don't think that they are already having the Krishna consciousness. Many times we think that this particle Jivatma, people have the conception that they are already, this Jivatma is possessing the Krishna consciousness. It is there hiddenly inside the Krishna, in the Jivatma, they say, but it is not. Krishna consciousness is not there, but they have right, like the Prime Ministerness is not there in you, but you have right to become Prime Minister, being a citizen of India. But when you do, that means that means elections, if you compete in elections, and when you win, and you have party and so on, so all these things, and when you win, then only the Prime Ministerness will come into you. Constitutionally, you have right to become Prime Minister. Similarly, Jivatma is having the birthright, means he is having the right to become Krishna consciousness. It doesn't mean that he is having already Krishna consciousness. No.
Krishna, Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadhya.
Yeah.
So that one was, how will you explain?
That means Krishna consciousness is not a manufactured, it is awarded actually, which is already existing. Is given to the Jivatma. Bhakti. Krishna consciousness Bhakti.
But it is the example given us that just like Shravana Vishuddha Chitta Karaya. So it is something that is which is there and you cannot get from an external source.
Yeah.
It is just covered and you have to uncover it. No, that's what is the meaning.
Yeah.
Prabhupada talks about government. Government.
Yeah.
We are reviving, that's all.
Yes. So, for understanding of all of us, yes, we see, and Prabhupada also says in other places and also in another. If Krishna consciousness is there in the Jivatma, and it cannot be covered by avidya. Because if Jivatma has, that means I am the servant of the Lord and still everything is there. And if Maya is able to cover it, that is what it means then. Maya is more powerful than the Bhakti actually. This Siddhanta will come. So that's why Jivatma, what it means, that means it's covered already, that means is already it is just we are fan it out means potentiality. That means to become Krishna conscious, because being a part and parcel of the Lord, it is having that ability actually to become a Krishna conscious. Because it is part and parcel. Prabhupada, what he is writing? He is writing that. So, because every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Lord is what? Is Amshi, and we are all Amshas, and Amsha's role is serving Amshi. So that's why constitutionally right is there. Jivatma is having a right to become Krishna conscious. That is the constitutional position of Jivatma. That you have to revive now. That doesn't mean that it is already having the devotion and then you say it's covered by the another avidya, then philosophy gone actually. Siddhanta will be out.
But still, how will you explain the sloka?
Krishna Prem is Nitya Siddha. Not that is Siddha is not in this Jivatma. No. Krishna Prem is already existing.
It is Karaya Uday. There in the heart, Karaya Uday. It will manifest. It is not said awarded, it said manifest. Therefore,
No. Krishna Prem is awarded. Manifested we should not. That is also one more place. By doing some process, we cannot create. Karma can be made actually. Bhakti cannot be made. It's a Siddha. It's existing. Bhakti is eternally existing and it is awarded to that. That means Bhakti which is there in the devotee's heart, that is just given to the another devotee, another Jivatma. And because of that, now it is able to know that I am the servant of the Lord, and now Maya will be releasing. Maya cannot do anything. But if you say already I am the servant of everything, all the knowledge is with that Jivatma and still Maya covered, that is very, that means then what is Krishna is saying? Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mummaya Durati Mameva Ye Prapatyantya Maya Me Tam Tarantiti. That means even that Jivatma has the full information about the Krishna and I am servant of the Lord, everything, but still Jivatma is covered by the Maya, means Maya is powerful then. So here the point is, that's why I am saying. So Jivatma is constitutionally, it is Krishna conscious. It is having the right to become Krishna conscious because being a part and parcel. So now that thing who is going to give? Vaishnava is going to give that by his kripa. That will go to that Jivatma, then he will come to know, oh, so I am the servant of the Lord, and then he will practice. Then Maya will not attack. So that's it.
Another case, spark.
Hmm.
When the spark comes from Krishna, so when we become a separated from that spark, loses, then it covered with the Maya. So all this.
Okay, this is also another. This is this is the explanation what we say is coming and losing. This is not there in the Shastra anywhere. Only for the people understanding we say that. It's simply said that Anadi Bahirmukata. This is the word, if you can see 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita 20th sloka. We have some limitations to think also. We have limitations to think. Even in the 13th, third canto, 16th chapter, ending also Prabhupada writes. So many things. And the 16th chapter purports, last 8 purports, if you read, you will get from there also. So there it is said that we have our limited mind is having some limitations. We are now receiving the knowledge through the material mind, and we are so assimilating through this material mind. So we cannot go beyond this something, that means which is inconceivable. So such a things are there, anadi, and such a words are stopping us to not to go beyond. Everything cannot be understood actually. Prabhupada also says these things cannot be understood. So with the present faculties, our present faculties are not the transcendental mind, no. Our faculties all are now material faculties only. Our intelligence and our mind. And these faculties now, so when you get the accept the kripa of the Vaishnava, and when you engage all these into the devotion, then they will become spiritualized. Now what we have to do, we have to accept the mercy. That means the truth is you are servant of the Lord, and we should not question that with the material mind. And how I fall down, and what is the reason, and this area, if you go with this middle mind, then you will be finished actually. You cannot come out from there. Because without developing the required qualification, you are entering into the discussions which are not meant for us actually. That will be the problem. Then this will not, with the material logic, we try to fit everything into the material logic. Then what is the point of Krishna and his inconceivability? That's why we should not go that area now. Shastra says simply the word anadi, finish. No discussion. Then but for the common people, you should explain like that for initial understanding. So then they will easily accept. Then after that, they should also understand at certain point of time, inconceivability also they should accept. Initial people, if you say inconceivability from the day one, immediately they'll bounce it back. What is this inconceivability? I don't want to accept such, which is inconceivable. And everything, because they are having so much pride and ego, and they want something which is logical actually. But we are making them, your logic is limited, and you stop your logic and accept and surrender to the Lord, who is inconceivable, and which are things are there, inconceivable things. That we do in the due course of time. That is a strategy actually. Yeah, this is this actually we can see Dharmaraj also in many forms, like Vidura and also Yudhishthir Maharaj and also in Sudra. is another one more concept. I am not much clear actually. This is same. That means one Dharmaraj is now becoming three expansions simultaneously. It's not like soul is becoming three. It's not like that. We also can't say that it's prakasha. Prakasha is also different actually. Prakashas means same personality in the three, four, five places originally existing. Something this is something different actually. We'll see.
Broadcasting is good.
Yeah.
Like Krishna is represented. Krishna also, and Guru also.
That is Krishna, we can easily understand. Swarupas. That's a Prakash avatar. Prakasha Susi, not Avatara. Krishna is simultaneously existing 16,000 houses. So same Krishna. That is Prakasha we call. But like demigods, when to assist Krishna, demigods also came, na, and they took different births. And also demigods there in the demigod planet also they are there, and also they are here. So they performed the lila, and once the Prabhas the fighting happened, actually demigods only went back. In that killing, who went back? Only demigods went back. That means like in the Samba, if you take the Samba, so Samba who is always existing, or otherwise Anuruddha and also Pradyumna, these are all eternal Amsha also is there who are always existing in Dwaraka. If you go eternal Dwaraka, they are always existing Pradyumna and Anuruddha. So even similarly in the Gujarat Dwaraka, there already Anuruddha, Pradyumna are there. Eternally they are there. In them who are there, the Kamadev's portions are there. And those went to the Prabhas Kshetra, and those people fought and they killed each other and they went back. But original, so there also what is happening? Demigod's portion is coming and entering into the Pradyumna. And demigods portions are coming into entering into the Samba means Kartikeya, na, actually. Yeah, Kartikeya actually. Kartikeya's portion coming and entering into the Samba. And now what is happening? Samba is always existing in the Dwaraka itself. And in the Prabhashetra fighting, only these demigods portions went and they fought each other and they went back to their. So like this, there is a different. People ask question also there. How this Samba is original and also demigod portion entering and what is happening? Those are all something different concepts.
I think also later. So in this little word can explain up to maximum of 9. So it has to be.
That's there in the third canto. Kardama Muni became 9. Yoga Shaktis. Through Yoga Shaktis, one can multiple, that means simultaneously can exist in 9 places. There are all different Shaktis and so many secrets are there in this creation. That's why Lord is so powerful. Yes. Vidruvacha Atre Gruhe Surasreshta Stityutpatyanta Hetavaha Kinchit Chikirsha Vojata Yetadakyahi Me Guru. After hearing this, Vidura inquired from Maitreya, my dear master, how is it that the three deities Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, who are the creator, maintainer, and destroyer of the whole creation, became offspring of the wife of Atri Muni? Now Vidura is asking how these three. So Jagat Palakas became the sons of Atri. Maitreya Vacha. Brahmana Chodita Srushta Atri Brahma Vidambaraha Saha Patnyaya Vriksham Kulatrim Tapasistita. Maitreya said when Lord Brahma ordered Atri Muni to create generations after marrying Anasuya+Atri Muni and his wife went to perform severe austerities in the valley of mountain known as Riksha. Tasmin prasunastabaka palasha shoka anane varbihi sruvatpirudgushte nirvindyaya samantataha. In that mountain valley flows a river named Nirvindhya. On the bank of the river are many Ashoka trees and other planets full of palasa flowers, and there is always the sweet sound of water flowing from a waterfall. The husband and wife reached that beautiful place. Pranayamena samyamya mano varshasatam manu munihi atishtadeka padena nidvandvo nilabhojana. They did severe austerities. There the great sage concentrated his mind by the yogic breath exercise, and thereby controlling all attachment, he remained standing on one leg only, eating nothing but air, and stood there one leg for 100 years. First they did the pranayama by sitting. Then after that they want to increase the intensity of their tapasya, and they stood on the single leg actually and started meditating.
Only Atri Muni, wife also.
Both. Jiva Goswami was explaining this, what they did actually, the steps. Sharanam tam prapadyeham yayeva jagadishvara prajayam samam mahyam prayacchatviti chintayan. He was thinking, may the Lord of the universe, of whom I have taken shelter, kindly be pleased to offer me a son exactly like him. So Prabhupada is writing in this purport, Atri Muni is not a pure devotee. Why?
He didn't want God, he wanted somebody like God.
Like God he want, not Lord himself he doesn't want. So that is the main problem actually. It appears that the great sage Atri had no specific idea of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He doesn't have proper idea also. Specific idea he doesn't have. Even without knowing his name, just to beg from him a child exactly on his level. This kind of devotional service in which knowledge of God's name is lacking is also described in the Bhagavad Gita, where the Lord says that 4 kinds of men with backgrounds of pious activities come to him asking for what they need. Atri Muni wanted a son exactly like the Lord, and therefore he is not supposed to have been a pure devotee, because he had a desire to be fulfilled. Anyabhilasha Sunyam is not satisfied actually. And that desire is material. That desire was material. Although he wanted a son exactly like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that desire was material, because he didn't want the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, but only a child exactly like him. Sama. Sama is there in the sloka also. That is the main. Atma Sama. Mahyam Prayachatu.
We can also see
Prabhu?
David Mother also.
No, she wanted Krishna.
She wanted Krishna. Even the Yashoda also. They wanted Krishna only. Gopis, all Rishichara Gopis, they also wanted Krishna as husband. That's why they.
Kama Sarva Kama.
Yeah. Desire is not pure actually. That's why they are not pure devotees. Okay, next. Tapyamanam tribhuvanam pranayamaudasagnina nirgatena munirmurtnaha samiksha prabhavastraya. While Atri Muni was engaged in the severe austerities, a blazing fire came out of his head by virtue of his breathing exercise, and that fire was seen by the 3 principal deities of 3 worlds. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, the fire of pranayama is mental satisfaction. That fire was pursued by the soul, Vishnu, and thereby Lord Brahma and Shiva also pursued it. Because of this tapasya, fire came, and that fire was entire whole planet, whole Brahmanda is getting heated actually. Atri Muni by his breathing exercise concentrated on the super soul or the Lord of the universe. As confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord of the universe is Vasudeva. And by the direction of Vasudeva, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva work.
This fire means mental satisfaction.
Yes.
Uh,
When you concentrate the mind, so from there it comes. Yeah. All the yogis, they can produce.
he can get mental satisfaction at the same time dissatisfied.
Of course. In one angle, satisfaction. Apsaro Muni Gandharva Siddha Vidyadharo Ragai Vitayamana Yashasastadashrama Padam Yayuhu. At that time, the three deities approached the hermitage of Atri Muni, accompanied by the denizens of the heavenly planets such as celestial beauties, Gandharvas, Siddhas, Vidyadharas, Nagas. Thus, they entered ashram of the great sage who had become famous by his austerities. Next. तत्प्रादुर्भव संयोग विद्योतितमना मुनिः उत्तिष्ठेन्नेकपादेन ददर्श विबुदर्शभान्. The sage was standing on one leg, but so as soon as he saw the three deities had appeared before him, he was so pleased to see them all together that despite great difficulty he approached them on one leg. Kardama also did the tapasya. What is his tapasya? You remember? Kardama's tapasya. What kind of tapasya? Kardama did yoga, bhakti, and also worship. All he mixed actually. He did Ashtanga yoga. Parallelly, he did the bhakti, and also he did the worship, puja. So that's why Kardama's is clarity is there. Who is Supreme Personality of Godhead? And also he has the clarity of doing devotion also he has. And pleasing Krishna also he has. So that's why he is more close actually. More close to the pure devotion. Once after that Lord's mercy, then after that he became pure devotee also. Finally he left everything. And Kapilas, after meeting with the Kapila, then he expressed his desire. He wants to do 24 hours direct devotional service. I want to leave my home. Even Lord is there in the home, but he left the home. Why? Huh? Rasa mixture is there and another. Huh? To set an example.
In home, he cannot do that kind of service what he's expecting.
Yeah. So set an example. Even the Lord is there in the house. So one should set an example of following the Vedic principles that Prabhupada wrote in his purport. And also Vishwanath says that it's rasa mixing actually. It's not it cannot be accommodated in his heart. Because he is from the beginning, he is a dasya. He is in the mood of like say bhakti, like before getting the Lord's darshan. At that time he did bhakti. Tapasya along with that Ashtanga he did bhakti also. What is the mood of that? Dasya bhava is there in the Kardama. With that Dasya bhava he was worshipping. Now Lord became son and now he should get the Vatsalya bhava. Dasya bhava means always some difference is there. He cannot see and he cannot just hold the Lord in his lap and kissing him. That he cannot do. Servant means always maintain some distance. That's why it is not so accommodative for him to see the now Vatsalya bhava in him. And one more problem is, Lord anyway is going to live. Even if we change the rasa, he is going to live, then what is the problem? What is the point actually? That's another big problem actually. Okay, if he's there for the long time and he will be accepting my service as a father, then he can do that, he can develop, but he is going to leave that.
But he can do separation, he can do.
So that's a it's rasabas, that's a and he's going to leave that, so let me leave first. And why he is leaving house? Because wherever there is a bhajan, there is a Lord. Yatra yatra dhumaha tatra tatra vahini yatra yatra bhajana tatra tatra Bhagavan actually. Bhajaniya. Bhajan important hai, bhajani important hai. भजन इंपॉर्टेंट, भजन ही भगवान इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन भगवान की भजन इंपॉर्टेंट है, भगवान की भजन इंपॉर्टेंट, ये वैष्णवों का मत है. दिस इज द philosophy, Vaishnava's opinion. They give importance to the bhajan, like Sanatana Goswami. For what he gave importance? Bhajan he gave importance, not for the bhajaniya. So yeah, but because wherever there is a bhajan, then automatically Lord will be staying there. So, but that's why he want to do 24 hours Ashtayamaka. Vishwanath is writing there commentary. Ashtayamaka bhajan. Ashtayamaka means 8 yamas means so 24 hours. 24 hours he wants to do bhajan. That means 24 hours Lord is going to be with him. But if he stay in the house, also wife will be there. Also Lord will be there. Only few hours he'll be with the Lord actually. Kardama is very intelligent actually. So peacefully I can stay in the forest and do the bhajan nicely. So that's why here Prabhupada writes, all grihasthas also should leave. They should take retirement in household activities. Maybe they may not leave the house, but they should take retirement from the household activities very soon. After 50, they should not. That means at least from the Kardama story, you should learn a lesson that how to leave the things also we should learn. Pranamya dandavat bhuma upataster prananjali Rushahamsa suparnasthan swair swair chihnaischa chihnitan. Thereafter, he began to offer prayers to the three deities who were seated on different carriers, a bull, a swan, and a Garuda, and who held in their hands a drum, kusha grass, and discs. The sage offered them his respects by falling down like a stick. Same way Kardama also fell down. You remember? When Garuda on the Garuda, Lord appeared and Kardama did the Sastanga. That means Dandavat Pranam. Prabhupada writes here, Dandavat Pranam means falling like stick. Danda means a long rod and Vat means like. Before a superior, one has to fall down on the ground just like a stick. And this sort of offering of respect is called Dandavat. Don't fall down like that. Slowly. फ्रैक्चर हो जाएगा. धड़ेल करके गिरना नहीं चाहिए. Atri Rishi offered his respect to three deities in that way. Okay, different weapons also said. Yes. कृपावलोकेन हसत् वदनेनोपलम्बितान् तद्रोचिषा प्रतिहते निमील्या मुनिरक्षिणी. Atri Muni was greatly pleased to see that the three devatas was gracious towards him. His eyes were dazzled by the effulgence of their bodies, and therefore he closed his eyes for the time being. They are very effulgent. चेतस्तत्प्रणवं युञ्जन् तावत् संहताञ्जलिः श्लक्ष्णया सूक्तया वाचा सर्वलोकगरीयसः. अत्रिरुवाच विश्वोद्भवस्थितिलयेषु विभज्यमानैः मायागुणैरनुयुगं विगृहीतदेहा ते ब्रह्म विष्णुगिरिशा प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं वास् तेभ्यः कैव भवताम् उपहूतः. But since his heart was already attracted by the deities, somehow or other he gathered his senses with folded hands and sweet words. He began to offer prayers to predominating deities of the universe. The great sage Atri said, O Lord Brahma, O Lord Vishnu, O Lord Shiva, you have divided yourself into three bodies by accepting the three modes of material nature, as you do in every millennium for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all of you and beg to inquire whom of you three I have called by my prayer. So, but it is known that Vishnu takes charge of the mode of goodness, Brahma takes charge of mode of passion. So they are taking charge actually. But here one difference is Vishnu is not touched by what kind of sambandha he has with the mode of goodness? Samipya sambandha. Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva. So Lord's body is out of pure goodness. And goodness, he has what kind of sambandha? Samipya sambandha. That means from far distance he handles the goodness. But what about in the case of Brahma and Shiva? So this passion and ignorance, these are, his body is out of this matter only. It's a vibhinnamsha. Is a just a particle. And the body of the Brahmaji is out of what? Is out of matter only. Not out of Satchidananda. Similarly, in the case of Shiva also. And that means Sanyoga Sambandha. What Sambandha they have with the passion and ignorance? Samyoga. That means, Samyoga means connection is there. Samyoga Sambandha. Yeah, in the material world like that. Not transcendental. No. His body is out of, yeah. But when he does devotion, then it is with transcendental like us, devotees. Vaishnava, being a Vaishnava, his body is transcendentalized.
Other cases, Shiva is
Because Maya Sparsha Sahita. That means they the first canto, third chapter, 24th sloka, I think. Satvarajastameti pakrute guna tairyukta eka purusha ihasya. There it is explained. Only Krishna, Vishnu's body is transcendental. Chinmaya. Not others. There the difference our acharyas brought. But so we should not, we cannot actually. It's out of matter. It's not Chinmaya Deha. No. That Ishvara Tattva is like that. So that's not Chinmaya body, his body. No. Only Vishnu is. It is also explained in the Jiva Paramatma Sandarbha. And also we can see there that sloka commentary. Sayog Sambandha, Samipya Sambandha, all are Vishwanath commentary only this. If you have some time, we can see. There is a body is also, only Vishnu's body is transcendent, not the Brahma and Shiva. It can be actually, sometimes. Yes. Can be. Yes, yes. Jiva Tattva also can be. Multiple possibilities are there. Ishwara Tattva also is not a, so like Vishnu Ishwara Tattva, Maya Sparsha Sahita, and also Jiva also can become Rudra. Rudra Gana also, there are many Jivas are there. Many possibilities are there. Yes, Jiva also can become Rudra. So here, therefore, Atri Muni said, Jagadishwara. He was praying for whom? Jagadishwara actually. Here, one. So his point is, Anuyugam Pratikalpa Vivajyamane Maya Guna Viswasya Brahma the Yuyum Vigruhita Deha Bhavata. Prakruta Sattvamaya Dehatvam Ishwarasyaiva Nirdhara Asamadhyena Bhagavad Tattva Jnana Abhavadeva Tena Uktamiti Gneyam. So here you see, Maya Gunairiva विगृहीत देहः इति विष्णोः अपि प्राकृत सत्वमय देहत्वम् ईश्वरत्वस्यैव निर्धार निर्धार असामर्थ्येन भगवत्तत्व ज्ञान अभावादेव तेन उक्तम इति ज्ञेयम्. Here Kardama, here Atri also is having the confusion. He said that Maya Gunaihi. He is saying that Vigruhita Deha. In the sloka, what is there? You can see. Maya Gunair Anuyugam Vigruhita Deha. माया की गुणों के द्वारा लिया गया देह. You're understanding? Atri is not able to differentiate Vishnu. That means it is clearly establishing that Atri's knowledge about the Ishvara is not clear. He is saying Vishnu is also accepting the Deha by the Maya Gunas. Commonly, he made common actually all the three. This is the actually, from this also you should understand what? Ishvara and Brahma both are, their body is out of Maya Gunas and Vishnu's body is not out of Maya Gunas. This is the right understanding. That understanding is not there. That's why he is not properly he is not able to call Lord properly. This is the point who is saying, Vishwanath is saying here. Maya gunareva vigruhi deha iti Vishnoh api. Even the Vishnu also prakruta sattvamaya dehatvam. That means thinking that Vishnu's body is also out of prakruta sattva. He was thinking. But actually, Vishnu's body is not prakruta sattva, but remaining twos are okay. Their body is out of Maya gunas only. So, you people three came, why? This is his question actually. I was only expecting for the one Jagat Ishvara. Now you three came. What is the reason actually? This is his main point actually. Bhavatam madhya maya iha madadishta mad abhishta sadhane kahu ahut upahutaha sharanam tam prapadyit ekasyaiva nirdishtatva. That means I was calling for one Jagat Ishvara. Why you three all came? Like you see, if he has Atri has the proper, that means way if he calls the Lord, like in the case of Gajendra. Gajendra also didn't take the name. He described the characteristics of the Lord very clearly. So that's why initially when the description is going on, everyone started going. Brahma is thinking that maybe he is calling me and he started going. Then after that, hearing one more quality of the Lord, then he dropped actually. Oh, it's not me. And like that, Shiva also and all these people, they started going, but they dropped actually because they are not matching with me. So conception is clear in the case of Gajendra. That's why Lord himself came. But in the case of Atri, conception is not clear actually. In his mantra, he is chanting one mantra: Jagadishwara should come and give a child like him. Jagadishwara should come and give a child like him. Like that only he is saying. Because of this, his conception is not clear. So that's why, as per his conception, all three are fitting actually. That's why the three came.
Only when the three will come, there will reference has come to that robot.
But mantra is having the power. That means Jagadishwara should come and give. As per that Jagadishwara concept, three are eligible. So if that is not happening, then mantra will become parihasa. Then there's a big problem actually. This is against the dharma actually.
What is your mantra behind the
Intention is not important. Mantra is important.
holy name intention is?
Huh?
Holy name is
Holy name also intention. Shraddaya Helaya. Even with the Helana also, if you do the holy name, he is having the power. Like it's a fire. With intention, without intention, if you touch it, it will burn. Holy name is also like that. Is also mantra. It's powerful actually. With the kind of disrespectful feeling also someone takes, and he will also deliver. Like example, someone doesn't know this name is Krishna's name and he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such a Sambandha Gnana he doesn't have, but with sarcastically if he take, in his case, that holy name will give the result actually, and he will be delivered.
But only till the point of Namabhasna. Shuddhanam, they have to.
So here is what those people who know this name is Krishna's name and Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he should be respected. That everything he knows and still he take the name with the disrespecting feeling, then that is aparadha with the bad intention. But someone who doesn't have any information about the holy name and his friend name is Krishna and he is calling that name sarcastically. He doesn't know Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is thinking Krishna is only his friend. And that means he doesn't have any bad intention to disrespect the Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why even by him there is a, so he is also taking holy name with the Helena, sarcastically. But the result is different in his case, and the result is different in the case who knows is Krishna's name. Because in his heart, Dauratmitam is there, weakness is there. But in his heart, that is not there. But offense is happening by both. But this offense is not going to affect him actually. That means what? Holy name with or without, whatever, if you take, that is going to give result. Only in his case also result is there, but only because of his bad intention, the result is now time being stopped. But result is going to come to him also.
When they say such a person.
Yeah. So it depends actually. He will be getting opportunity to do more devotion further. Like in the case of rat also, which took the wig of Gila, it became queen actually in the next life. Then it got opportunity to get the further association of devotees, and then it went like that. एको मयेह भगवान् विदद प्रधानैश्चित्ते कृतः प्रजननाय कथं नु यूयम् अत्रागतस्त्वनभृतां मनसोऽपि दूरात् ब्रूतः प्रसीदा महानिह विस्मयो मे. I called for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, desiring a son like him, and I thought of him only. But although he is far beyond the mental speculation of man, all three of you have come here. Kindly let me know how you have come, for I am greatly bewildered about this.
बुलाया आने के बस.
Okay, next. That means here it is said, putrot prajananaya putrotpatyai chitti+Krutah chittasti+Krutah yuyum trayah katamagataha. That means pradhan upachare vibhuda pradhan iti va pada. I was just thinking for one person, but you all three came. Why? So next 29.
Even then, he's not thinking of multiple gods. Only one God is there.
Yeah. मैत्रेय उवाच इति तस्यावच श्रुत्वा त्रयस्ते विबुधर्षभा प्रत्याहुश्लक्ष्णया वाचा प्रहस्य तं ऋषिं प्रभो. The great sage Maitreya continued. Upon hearing Atri Muni speak in this way, the three great deities smiled, and they replied in the following sweet words. Devahuti. Yata krutaste sankalpo bhavyam tenaiva nanyatha satsankalpasya te brahman yadvai dhyayati te vayam. The three deities told Atri Muni, Dear Brahmana, you are perfect in your determination, and therefore, as you have decided, so it will happen. It will not happen otherwise. We are all the same person upon whom you are meditating, and therefore we have all come to you. So here we have to see a little bit. So yad yam jagadishwaram bhavan dhyayiti te jagadishwarah vayam satsya sankalpasya tava abhishta pradatarah bhavama ityartha. Ayambaha. What does it mean? That means Atri was meditating on the Jagadishwara. And they are saying these three deities, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all these. You meditated on the Jagadishwara. So that's why you did the Sankalpa. You did the Sankalpa. That means Sankalpa means mantra. So in that mantra, you are keeping the word Jagadishwara. So with that word, you called us, you chanted that mantra, and that's why we came. जगदीश्वर तुल्य एक पुत्रो मे भूयादिति संकल्पः कथमो जगदीश्वर स्यात् इति संदेहेन तत्र एव वयं ध्याताः पुनश्च ध्यातेषु त्रिषु मध्ये जगदीश्वर एक आयातु इति पुनरेकस्य चित्तीकृतत्वेपि त्रयाणाम् एव अस्माकं जगत्यस्मिन् ऐश्वर्यात् त्रय एव आगताः अस्माकं त्रिषु ऐक्यात् वयम् एक एव नापि त्वया य एव परमेश्वर इति परमेश्वर शब्द प्रयुक्तो अतः इंद्रशत्रो विवर्धस्व इत्यादौ संकल्पादपि प्रसाधनस्य प्राबल्य दर्शनात् संकल्प और साधन सो उचित है पोटेंसी संकल्प का ज्यादा बल है नहीं तो साधन का आई एम गोइंग लिटिल स्पीड संकल्प मीन्स व्हाट
The goal that he wants.
जैसा भी कोई भी यज्ञ करेंगे तो संकल्प तो करते हैं ना तो इस यज्ञ से हमको फ्रॉम दिस यज्ञ आई वांट दिस आई एम सो एंड सो पर्सन एंड सो प्लेस एंड सो so for this sake I am going to do this yajna. This is known as sankalpa. So before performing any ritual yajna or anything, any austerity, we do sankalpa actually. So that is sankalpa. Then after that, so yajna begins. That means sadhana, that is. So sadhana means you will be chanting. You will be performing that process actually. So Atri sankalpa is good actually. What is that? He want Jagadeshwara, one Jagadeshwara should come and give son like him. Exactly like him. So he should give a son. So that is the sankalpa he did. Then after that, so what sadhana he did actually? He did a sadhana Jagadeshwara. Jagadi त्वया एव य एव परमेश्वर इति परमेश्वर शब्द प्रयुक्तः I am leaving it. I understand. So here the mantra, while doing the sadhana means he will make a mantra. He made a mantra. What is that mantra? Jagadeshwara should come and give a child. This is the mantra. Jagadeshwara agacha and so tavasama putram dadatu. Like this mantra he made, and by that mantra, so he is doing the sadhana. So then what will happen? Jagadeshwara, so of course his sankalpa is what? One Jagadeshwara should come and give. But here the sadhana what he did, Jagadeshwara should come, oh Jagadeshwara come and give a child like you. So like that he chanted mantra. So here that Jagadeshwara, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, all these three are the Jagadeshwaras. So Brahmaji is as a creator, he is a Jagadeshwara. Vishnu is as a maintainer, he is a Jagadeshwara. And as a destroyer, Shiva is also Jagadeshwara. So all these three now, so mantra intention is only one should come and give, but intention is okay. But intention, sankalpa is not so powerful. But sadhana is more powerful. As per sadhana, three are the Jagadeshwara, that's why they are coming. Like example, Twasta was performing the yajna to kill the Indra actually. He want a child, Indra Setro Vardhasva. So the enemy of Indra should appear and he should Vivardhasva means grow or appear. So who should appear? The Setru of the Indra. That means who is going to kill Indra, such a person should come. That is intention. And with that intention only he did the yajna. That is sankalpa what he took. Twasta took the sankalpa that he want to produce a person who is going to kill Indra. But what happened in the mantra? In the mantras, Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. So one Swarita is increased. Indra Setro. That means there the Swarita is there, but because of that Swarita, what meaning is changed? The one who is going to be killed by Indra should appear. That is the meaning of the mantra. So mantra is differently is giving the meaning actually. Because of this mantra, what is happening? So mantra sadhana is important actually, not the sankalpa. So as per the sadhana, the person who is going to be killed by Indra, so that appeared. Similarly here, so Jagadishwara's three all came. संकल्पात साधन से प्राबल्य दर्शनात् संकल्प से भी साधन का ज्यादा बल रहा है इंटेंशन इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट संकल्प मीन्स इंटेंशन but sadhana is more important.
Vishnave, like how how the intention is one.
So there you bhavagrahi janardana means yes. In the case of the bhakti, so even we are chanting the names half name Rama somehow or other if you have no proper pronunciation ability you said Lama. But still here in this case, so Lord is seeing his devotion and he is understanding his inability to chant this and he is reciprocating the love. Okay. That is in the case of what? Devotion, bhakti. But this is not the bhakti at all. This is what? Process. This is a process, mantra. Atri doesn't have any kind of bhakti actually. Atri he doesn't know who is Vishnu also properly. So here the what? In the rituals, if you see, so what is sankalpa is powerful or the sadhana is powerful? Sadhana is powerful. In the case of devotion, is different. Huh? Sankalpa we perform that, we are making announcement to all the people who are there, so they should be alert. Yajman doesn't do sankalpa, then Ritvik will do for this, whose purpose is Ekya? You should know now. What we should do now? We are 1.5 chapter lagging.
Sankalpa is not very
Sankalpa is not very important.
Sasana is going very deep actually.
Shall we do some another 10 minutes or 5 minutes? No? At least 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Huh? We should do. Very good. Let's go. Only 2.5 hours. This is the only the place I get very less time. In east of Kailash, Brahmacharya. 11:30 we start actually every day. 11:30 we start morning. And class goes to 6:30 and only half an hour break. I'm not comparing, but just saying actually. Of course, every place they have their own reservations and their difficulties. But just giving 6.5 hours continuous sitting. We did actually this same what we taught to you. Third canto, 21st chapter to 24. 4 hours continuous sitting and no break also. 11:30 to 3:30 continuous sitting and half an hour break and then after Shastra Pramanam course. 2 hours and full presence. 35 members brahmacharis, all are present. And I am mesmerized by their presence and with full participation. My God. So 6.5 hours sitting. And that too in our Iskcon actually. Standard is very raised actually. I am very much pleased. Even Grostas also. Morning 8 o'clock they begin and it will go till the 1:30. And in between half an hour break. But they have Saturday, Sunday program. Saturday, Sunday classes. But I am requesting all of you also. At least 20 minutes extra. Same syllabus I should finish here also. That is the same days. Days are same. Same number of days. What do you say? Huh? Okay. Yeah. Atri Muni had no clear conception of the Lord of the universe. Therefore, the three presiding deities who are actually the Lord of the universe in the three departments of the modes of nature all come before him. So just he took the mantra and according to that mantra, three are eligible to come. So all they came. Even he has sankalpa for one person. Next. Ata अथास्मद् अंशभूतस्ते आत्मजालोक विसृताः भवितारोंग भद्रं ते विश्रपश्यन्ति च ते. You will have sons who will represent a partial manifestation of our potency, and because we desire all good fortune for you, those sons will glorify your reputation throughout the world. So these three sons, evam kamavaram dattva pratijagmusvareshwara sabhajitastayo samyak dampatyormishitostatah. Thus, while the couple looked on, the three deities Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara disappeared from the place after bestowing upon Atri Muni the benediction. After that, they left. Somo bhut brahmanam shena datto Vishnu stato yoga vid Durvasa shankarasyamsho nibodhangira praja. Thereafter, from the partial representation of Brahma, the moon god was born. Similarly, Vishnu, Dattatreya from Vishnu, and from Shiva, Durvasa. Sraddha+Angira patni chatastro suta kanyaka sinivali kuhuraka chaturdhyanumatisthatha. I mean, second daughter of the Kardamuni is, who is that? Anasuya. Now third daughter, Sraddha. Third daughter of Kardamuni is given to whom? Angira. And daughters, Sinivali, Kuhu, Raka, and Anumati. Next, Tatra Putra Paravanstam Kyato Swarochi Shentare Utatatye Bhagavan Sakshat Brahmishta Bruhaspatihi. Besides these four daughters, she also had another two sons. One of them was known as Utatya and the other was the learned scholar Bruhaspati. Pulastyo Janatpatyam Agastyam cha Havirbhuvi Sonya Janmani Daha Maha Sonya Janmani Daha Mahatapa. Pulastya begot in his wife Havirbhu one son of the name Agastya, who in his next birth became Dahragni. Beside him, Pulastya begot another very great and saintly son, whose name was. Actually, you can see that diagram. So, like this, I'm jumping all these. Okay, like 9 daughters, they have the different siblings. Now you'll jump to till Prasuti actually. 9 daughters and given to the 9 different stages, and they get the different children, and you can see that. And we'll be going to the Prasuti. Where is the Prasuti? 48. Jump to 48. Okay. Long jump. Only slokas and translation. Huh? Nothing is there actually. 47. तयेतमुनयो क्षत्तर्लोकान् सर्गैरभावयन् एष कर्दमादौहित्र सन्तान कथितस्तव शृण्वत श्रद्धदानस्य सद्यः पापहरः परः प्रसूतिं मानवीं दक्षा उपयेमे ह्यात्मज यजात्मज. My dear Vidura, the population of the universe was thus increased by the descendants of these sages and the daughters of Kardama. 9 sages and 9 daughters, and so much it's expanded. Anyone who hears the descriptions of this dynasty with faith will be relieved from all sinful reactions. We could. He jumped actually. Half we did, half are reduced. Okay.
Still some sense.
Half did Sarkar. Another of Manu's daughters, known as Prasuti, married the son of Brahma, named Daksha. A third daughter of Kardama married, third daughter of Swayambhu Manu married. So Daksha, now we will be seeing this. Tasyam sasajja duhitru षोडशमाललोचना त्रयोदशाद्धर्माय तथा तथैकामग्नये विभुः. Daksha begot 16 very beautiful daughters with lotus-like eyes in his wife Prasuti. Of the 16 daughters, 13 were given in marriage to Dharma, and one daughter was given to Agni. पितृभ्य एकां युक्तेभ्यो भवायेकां भवच्छिदे श्रद्धा मैत्री दया शांति तुष्टिः पुष्टिः क्रियोन्नतिः बुद्धिर्मेधा तितिक्षा यपत्नयः श्रद्धा सूत शुभं मैत्री प्रसादमभयं दया शांति सुखं मुदं तुष्टिः स्मयं पुष्टिरसूयता योगं क्रियोन्नतिर्दर्प मर्थं बुद्धिरसूयता मेधा श्रुति तितिक्षा तु क्षेमं ह्यप्रश्रयं सुतं मूर्तिः सर्वगुणोत्पत्तिर्नर नारायण ऋषि. So many names. One of the remaining two daughters was given in charity to Pitruloka. 13 given to Dharma, 1 given to Agni, and 2 are given to Pitruloka, where she resides very amicably. And the other was given to Lord Shiva, who is the deliverer of sinful persons from material entanglement. The names of 13 daughters of Daksha who were given to Dharma are Sraddha, Maitri, Daya, Shanti, Tushti, Pushti, Kriya, Unnati, Buddhi, Medha, Titiksha, Hri, and Murti. These 13 daughters produced the following sons. Sraddha gave birth to the Subha, Maitri, and produced Prasada. Daya gave birth to Abhaya. Shanti gave birth to Sukha. Tushti gave birth to Muda. Pushti gave birth to the Smaya. Kriya gave birth to Yoga. Unnati gave birth to Darpa. Buddhi gave birth to Artha. Medha gave birth to Smriti. Titiksha gave birth to Kshema, and Hiri gave birth to Prasraya. Murti, a reservoir of all respectable qualities, gave birth to Sri Nara Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
It literally also seems to be like the symbol. Daya gave birth to Abhaya. From Shanti to Sukha.
Yeah. Actually, they are representative of those qualities.
Okay.
Yeah. They are representative, like Sati is representative of material energy, like that. So that material energy is having the different qualities, and they are all the in charges of that.
That age is the name and the qualities where it's now.
Yeah, they are representative of those qualities actually. Personification deities. Yayorjanmanyado Vishwam Abhyanandattu Nirvrutam Manamsi Kakubho Vata Prasayedu Saritodraya. On the occasion of appearance of Naranarayana, the entire world was full of joy. Everyone's mind became tranquil, and thus in all directions the air, the rivers, and the mountains became pleasant. Divyavadyanta turyani petu kusuma vrushtayah munayas tushta Jagur Gandharva Kinnara Nrutyanti Sma Striyo Devya Asit Parama Mangalam Deva Brahmadaya Sarve Upatastu Ribashtave. In the heavenly planet, bands began to play and they showed flowers from the sky. The specified says chanted Vedic mantra. The dances of heaven known as the Gandharvas and Kinnaras sang. The beautiful damsels of the heavenly planets danced. And in this way, the time of the appearance of Narayana, all signs of good fortune were visible. Just at that time, great demigods like Brahma also offered their respective prayers. Devahuti. These are the prayers. Yo Maya Virachitam Nijamatmanidam Sverupavedamiva Tatprati Shakshanaya Etena Dharma Sadane Rishimurti Nadya Praduschakara Purushaya Namah Parasmai. The demigod said, let us offer our respective obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead who created his actional energy in this cosmic manifestation, which is situated in him as the air and clouds are situated in space, and who has now appeared in the form of Narayana in the house of Dharma. Actually, these are also prayers. And there 66. एवं सुरगणैस्ताता भगवन्तावभिष्टुतौ लब्धवलोकैर्ययितु अर्चितौ गन्धमादनम्. So Maitreya said, O Vidura, thus the demigods worshipped with prayers the Supreme Personality of Godhead appearing as the sage Naranarayana. The Lord glanced upon them with mercy and then departed for Gandhamadana hills. Tavyumo vai bhagavato hareramsha vihagato bharavyavaya cha bhuvaha krishnau yedukurudvaho. This Narayana appeared. Narayana Rishi, who is partial expansion of Krishna, has now appeared in the dynasties of Yadu and Kuru in the forms of Krishna and Arjuna respectively to mitigate the burden of the world. Swaha vimani naschagner atmajan stri najijanat pavakam pavamanam cha suchim cha huta bhojanam. Now Agni, Dharma, we have seen Dharma. Dharma is given with the 13 daughters. Now Agni is given with 2. One. And Pitru Devatas are given with 2. And Shiva. Agni 2, na? Agni 13 plus
14, 15, 1.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The predominant deity of the fire begot his wife Swaha, 3 children and named Pavaka, Pavamana and Suchi, who exist by eating the oblations offered to the fire of sacrifice. So next, Tebyognaya samabhavan chatvaramshishcha panchacha tayekonuka tayevaikona panchashat sakam pitru pitamahai. From those 3 sons, another 45 descendants were generated who are also fire gods. The total number of fire gods is therefore 49, including the father and the grandfather. Okay, that is clear. Vaitanike karmani yanna mabhir brahmavadebihi agneyo ishtayo jagne nirupyante gnayastute. The 49 fire gods are beneficiaries of the oblations offered in the Vedic sacrificial fire by impersonalist Brahmanas. Next, Agnishwatta Bahishadaha Saumya Pitara Ajyapaha Sagnayognayaste Patni Dakshayani Swadha. Is coming. Agnishwattas, the Barishidas, the Saumyas, and the Ajapeyas are the Pitas. They are either Sagnika or Niragnika. The fire of all these Pitas is Swadha, who is the daughter of King Daksha. Actually, these are all we see in the Yajnas actually, these names. And I am also not much known of this. This Agni, that Agni, Niragni and Sagnika. Next, Tebyo Dadara Kanye Dve Vayunam Dharanim Swadha Ubhete Brahmavadinyo Gnana Vignana Parage. Swadha, who was offered to the Pitas, begot 2 daughters named Vayuna and Dharini, both of whom were impersonalists and were expert in transcendental and Vedic knowledge. So, Swada given to Pitas, and then Bhavasya Patni tu Sati Bhavam Devamanuvrata Atmanaha Sadrisham Putram Nalebi Gunashilataha. This is the main point, turning point. The 16th daughter, whose name was Sati, was the wife of Lord Shiva. She couldn't produce a child, although she always faithfully engaged in the service of her husband. So, Pitarya Pratirupe Swe Bhavayana Gase Rusha Apraudavatmanatmanam Ajahadyoga Samyuta. The reason is that Sati's father Daksha used to rebuke the Lord Shiva in spite of Shiva's faultlessness. Consequently, before attaining a mature age, Sati gave up her body by dint of yogic mystic power. Actually, yeah, there was insult actually. Daksha insulted Shiva, and because of that, so there was big discrepancy, that means difference, and because of that, she left her body before maturity. Finished this is. Purport Lord Shiva, being the head of all mystic yogis, never even constructed a home for his residence. Sati was the daughter of the great king Daksha, and because of his youngest daughter Sati selected as her husband Lord Shiva, the king Daksha was not very much satisfied with her. Actually, Daksha loves very much Sati. Is the youngest daughter actually. That's why he loves very much, and because of that, even he doesn't like so Sati marrying Shiva, but still because of out of love for her, his daughter, so he accepted actually. This point should be noted. This will be useful for future discussions. Therefore, whenever she met her father, he unnecessarily criticized her husband. अरे आपका पति तो ऐसे स्मशान में रहते हैं, कुछ नहीं है, घर नहीं है, ये नहीं है. Like that, he used to criticize Daksha always. Although Lord Shiva was faultless. Because of this, before attaining a mature age, Sati gave up body given by her father. Means previously marriage was done before maturity. And therefore she couldn't produce a child, but she left the body before maturity. Okay, we'll finish this chapter here, and tomorrow we'll discuss at least 3 chapters. 3 hours, 3 chapters.
That is not possible.
Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki. That's the end of Bhakti and the purpose of the 4th canto, 1st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Less chapter.
Huh?
Well, conscious people will take care of it.
Huh? But this chapter is anyway, it's an easy chapter.
And the Padma Lokshan.
But we Saurabha Prachar.
He had come.
So this command was for. Can we keep it from 3 to 5? I think mostly brahmacharis along around 11. This evening, these people they have some other services. I got more. What do you say? You're okay?
I'm okay with it.
So you'll have some other engagement.
No, I have no engagement.
Okay.
So,
9 to 5, I will ask them.
the only thing is, if you more number of people, if they come to it's your service.
Because they planned some outreach and this and that. If we have this time, then they'll not skip.
So, okay, no problem.
What we are eating is correct.